10 signs a married woman wants to cheat with you. Ever wondered if a married woman is interested in you more than just a friend? This is a question that's both intriguing and potentially controversial. It's essential to approach this topic with respect and discretion. The signals can be subtle, the motivations complex. But understanding these signs can help you navigate the sometimes murky waters of interpersonal relationships. So, are you ready to dive in? Stay tuned as we unpack the 10 signs that indicate a married woman might want to cheat with you. Sign number 1, increased attention. Imagine the scene. You've known her for a while, maybe as a colleague, an old friend, or a neighbor. Suddenly you find yourself fielding more texts, calls, or casual conversations than usual. It's not just about frequency, but the nature of these interactions. They've become more personal, more intimate, and she seems more interested in your day-to-day life. But attention isn't just about communication. It's also about how she behaves when you're together. Does she listen more attentively, laugh at your jokes more often, or seem more eager to share her thoughts and feelings with you? These could be signs of increased emotional attention. And let's not forget about physical attention. Does she seem more aware of your presence, more comfortable in your personal space, or more inclined to make eye contact? These subtle changes could indicate something more than friendship. A sudden increase in attention could be a sign, but let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Sign number 2, emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy is a form of infidelity that often goes unnoticed, yet it is incredibly potent. It's not about the physical, it's about the emotional connection that is being formed. When a married woman starts to share her deepest feelings, personal problems, or secrets with another man, it's a sign that she's seeking emotional intimacy outside her marriage. It's a form of trust, a bond that surpasses the mere casual friendship. This emotional connection can often lead to deeper feelings and can be more threatening to a marriage than a physical affair. It's the sharing of oneself in a way that should be exclusive to the marital relationship. Emotional intimacy can be a stronger sign than physical intimacy. It's the emotional connection that creates lasting bonds and can be the first step towards a physical affair. Sign number 3, flirting. It's a universal language of attraction that we've all experienced at some point. But there's a fine line between friendly banter and flirting. So how can we tell the difference? Well, it's all about the intent and the intensity. Friendly banter is light, casual, and often shared among friends. But when it veers into constant compliments, lingering eye contact, and playful teasing that often has a personal or intimate undertone, it enters the realm of flirting. Now remember, everyone has a different flirting style, and some may be more subtle than others. But if you notice a shift in her interactions with you, that could be a sign she's interested. Flirting can be a bit of a dance, a back and forth that builds connection and tension. So pay attention to her words, her body language, and the energy between you two. Flirting can be subtle, but it's often a clear sign of interest. Sign number 4, dressing up. Let's delve into this, shall we? You see, a sudden change in appearance can often be a telltale sign. If a woman starts dressing up more than usual, especially around you, it could be that she's trying to catch your eye. She's making an effort, right? She might start wearing clothes that make her feel confident and attractive. It could be a new dress, a different hairstyle, or even a dash of perfume that she never wore before. These aren't just random fashion choices. There's an intent behind them. She wants to impress, she wants to attract. Remember, it's not just about the clothes. It's about the confidence she exudes when she's around you, the sparkle in her eyes, the way she carries herself. She's putting herself out there, hoping you'll notice. A change in appearance can be a subtle sign of interest. Sign number 5, frequent compliments. Compliments are a universal language of admiration, and when they're coming frequently from a married woman, it could be a sign of interest. These praises can be about anything, from your physical appearance to your personal qualities. Maybe she's often remarking on your sharp style or your impressive work ethic. Or perhaps she's always quick to acknowledge your sense of humor or your insightful perspectives. These compliments are her way of showing appreciation and admiration. They serve as subtle hints of her growing interest in you. This doesn't necessarily mean something illicit is going on, but it's definitely worth noting if the compliments are becoming more frequent and more personal. It's like she's holding up a sign that says, "I'm interested in you." But remember, It's essential to handle such situations with tact and respect, understanding the complexities involved. Frequent compliments can be a clear sign of interest. Sign number 6, touching. When it comes to human interaction, physical touch is a potent form of communication. It can convey a multitude of messages and emotions, often more effectively than words. Even the most innocent of touches can carry a depth of meaning. A pat on the back, a touch on the arm, or a brief brushing of hands can all be signs of interest if they occur more frequently than usual. However, it's crucial to understand that not every touch signifies a desire for intimacy. The context is key. For instance, in a friendly setting, touch might simply show comfort and camaraderie. But when these touches become more frequent, linger longer than necessary, or seem to happen for no apparent reason, they could suggest a deeper level of interest. Touch can be used to create a sense of intimacy, to test the waters, or to establish a connection. Therefore, increased physical contact, especially when it's not part of her usual behavior, can be a strong indication of interest. Physical touch can be a strong sign of interest. Sign number 7, being unhappy in her marriage. This can be a subtle yet revealing indicator. When a woman starts expressing dissatisfaction about her marital life to you, it's a signal that she might be looking for something more. It might seem like she's merely venting, but this could be a way of letting you know that she's longing for comfort, understanding, or companionship that she's not getting at home. She might share stories about fights, disappointments, or lack of attention from her spouse. It's like she's painting a picture of a loveless, unfulfilling union. But why share these intimate details with you unless she trusts you, or perhaps sees you as someone who could provide the emotional support she's lacking? This, however, does not mean you should take advantage of her vulnerability. Remember, it's always crucial to respect boundaries and tread carefully. Expressing dissatisfaction with her marriage can be a clear sign of interest. Sign number 8, making excuses to see you. This is a sign that holds a certain degree of subtlety. It might start off casually, an innocent request to help with something, or a casual invitation to a group event. But if it's happening more frequently, it's worth paying attention to. She might be creating opportunities to spend more time with you, to get to know you better, or to establish a deeper connection. On the surface, these may seem like ordinary interactions, but they could be carrying an undercurrent of interest, the desire to create opportunities for intimacy, to share moments that are just between the two of you, might be an indication of her interest. It's a delicate balance, though. It's important not to read too much into every interaction. But if there's a consistent pattern of her making excuses to see you, it could be a clear sign of interest. Making excuses to see you can be a clear sign of interest. Sign number 9, sharing her fantasies. When a woman starts to open up about her deepest desires and fantasies, it's a clear sign that she is comfortable with you. And more than that, she might be interested in exploring these fantasies with you. This could range from simple, innocent daydreams to more intimate and personal desires. Now, it's important to remember that fantasies are a private matter, and sharing them with someone else requires trust and a certain level of emotional intimacy. So, if she's willingly sharing these with you, it's not something to take lightly. It's also critical to note that this doesn't automatically mean she wants to cheat. It could just mean that she finds you a safe and understanding person to share these thoughts with. However, if coupled with other signs, it could indicate a deeper attraction. Sharing her fantasies can be a strong sign of interest. Sign number 10, showing jealousy. Now, this one might catch you off guard a little. When you're having a casual conversation and you happen to mention other women, whether they're co-workers, friends, or even just acquaintances, you might notice a slight change in her demeanor. She may seem a little agitated, or perhaps she'll start asking questions about these women. This could be a subtle manifestation of jealousy. Jealousy in this context isn't about her being possessive or controlling. It's about her wanting a certain level of exclusivity with you. She's interested and she doesn't want to share your attention with other women. It's a clear sign that she's emotionally invested and considers you as more than just a friend. Of course, it's crucial to remember that these signs are not definitive proof of anything. They are merely indicators, and it's important to approach the situation with sensitivity and respect. Showing jealousy can be a clear sign of interest. In summary, these are the 10 signs a married woman might want to cheat with you. From increased attention, emotional intimacy, flirting, dressing up, frequent compliments, touching, showing unhappiness in her marriage, making excuses to see you, sharing fantasies, to showing jealousy. Yet it's crucial to handle these situations with the utmost respect and discretion. Remember, these are just signs and not definitive proof. Always strive for open and honest communication.